Wyoming. There's a scenery shot. And that was a petrified tree. Petrified log. And here we're coming up, actually up the north end of the park. It's along the Yellowstone River. It comes through the big canyon there. We're going down around it. Shot of the Yellowstone River Canyon there. That's the foot of the big old falls. We climbed all the way down there to get that picture. It was sort of dark and dreary, and the picture didn't turn out too good. Tony feeding a little, like little chipmunks of some sort. Falls in the Yellowstone River. Just a shot of the Yellowstone Canyon. That's where it gets its name. It's sort of yellow. And not a very good picture of a Montana entry, but we're up into Montana now. This is some scenery. We're getting up to toward the Bighorn Mountains now. Here we are getting up into the snowfields. Dee Dee wouldn't get down here. Tony's trying to put her down, and she wouldn't get down because it was too cold. Too cold for her feet. And getting a little deeper into the Bighorn. Okay, here's our camp. We're just camped just not too far from Custer, Little Bighorn National Park, up in Montana. There we are at the Custer battlefield, up by the big monument where he met his Waterloo, his final stand right there. This is looking off the ridge down the way the Indians attacked. He was in this hill. Indians' village was on the other side of those trees down there along that little river. And I guess he rode up here and split his column up, left half of it down to the left. And they got cut off, and he got surrounded up here, and he got killed. The little markers indicate where a soldier fell. Indians, they said, crept up those draws down there. But it was in that area up around that monument, and a little knoll of the hills where Custer got surrounded, and the Indians got him right there. And that's the ridge he came up from. The rest of his men were surrounded around those little buttes down there. Indians village was off to the right, down in there. There was just more Indians than he thought there was. He's just showing that this area was where the rest of his troops were cut off and surrounded. That end down there, so they couldn't go help him. This little draw down there is where his troops went to attack the south end of the Indian village. That's where they came up through there. They came back up through there and set this little knoll up here and fortified themselves. Got little tombstones set up where each guy fell, or supposedly pretty close to it. The south end, looking up toward the way Custer went. He went for a little knoll right in the center of the picture. Coming back through North Dakota now. Or probably not. We're still in Montana, probably heading toward the North Dakota border. That's a little one-room school there. Looks like we just came into North Dakota. Like a pit stop somewhere in North Dakota. And there's sort of a funky South Dakota boundary shot. The campground in South Dakota there. Remember a little South Dakota reservoir. The old little reservoir in the background. And we're coming up through Minnesota here. Welcome to Minnesota. Wisconsin, we came through there. We came through a little town called Prescott. We used to live there. Back in the 60s. There's Eric at Aunt Sarah's in Lamont, Illinois. He's got the Dee dog and their little schnauzer. That ended our trip. 5,000 miles. Went through a whole lot of states. Didn't have 1 minute's trouble anywhere except when Dee Dee got in the smelly stuff one time. No car trouble, no tire trouble, no trouble at all. Tony got a few bug bites in her hair, and that's about it. And it lasted, it was around 6 weeks, 2 months, something like that. It was a good trip.